I'm Zarina Bhimji, and I am in my studio at the moment, and this is where I work. I think it took me a while to admit to myself that I'm an artist. When I made my first film, that's when I decided that I wanted to marry my work. That's what I decided. This is my camera I use to shoot in transparency, and it's a medium format camera. Without this, I wouldn't be able to do any work. It's my little baby. It was really important to me to be technically independent, because when I was a student, it was a territory that was not easily accessible, I felt. Until I've processed the film and looked at my film on my lightbox, that's when I think, oh, because I always think I've got nothing in it. I always think that trip is wasted. And that's probably how I keep myself going. I do this sometimes when I'm tired. It's a lot more easier. At the end of the shoot, I sit on it because I think, thank God for that, we're finished. Oh, I wanted to show you these shoes. I bought this when I was going to film in Africa. I thought these shoes might give me good luck. I thought that these shoes were really interesting because I was interested in the idea of evidence, and the bottom of the shoes, if you took them under a microscope, perhaps you would discover a different form of questions: where it's walked, who it's met, what it did. This has been in my studio for a long time. I took this photograph when I first made my trip to India. I took this without knowing what I was doing. All I remember was he said to me, "Can you adopt me? Can I come to England?" But this photograph has taught me a lot because of the way he's standing. His eyes, his buttonholes give off what I call like a puncture, a moment of emotion, but it's formal. And I think maybe that's what my work is about. Where is the emotion? Where is the physicality? When he said, "Take me with you," in a way I have. This was worn by my mum when she, I think, met my dad the first time. It's, I think, very old in the family. It reminds me of a certain moment in time. It's a different sensibility to paint on canvas. It's not about the embroidery, it's about a certain kind of echo. The colour scheme in here is really interesting, and I think when I grade my films, it's been unconsciously, without knowing, partly inspired by this sort of colouring. Oh, can I show you something that I have from my school days? Early school was a problem because I didn't speak English. I couldn't read and write. I ended up in care in a children's home, and that was when I really realized that, you know, I need to get my act together here if I'm going to survive. And so I just worked and worked and worked. I remember my foster mother saying that you might not be able to go to university, but you could do something with your hands. And I thought, you know, wow, you know. So I believed in that. I think that everybody should have equal access. I sort of worried that the culture comes from one place. I feel that culture should be coming from all sorts of voices. And I think when I'm feeling fed up of working, I remind myself why that is important.